Good day, Lagos. How are you doing today? My name is Prezi and welcome to Tea Time on PlusTvAfrica. I know that Lagos is actually quite cold this morning, and that is why the Tea Time is here for you, as we'll be having, a series of conversations surrounding the entertainment industry and some of the happenings also in the industry. But right now, I'd like to introduce my co-host on this show. She's actually a familiar face that you already know. And, let me just do the introduction now. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome my co-host, the beautiful and the adorable Oma. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. Good morning.
You are glowing. I don't know if it's that is glowing, but everything is just glowing. Your glasses is nice.
Yes, I should glow. It's been a wonderful week.
Right.
Not too stressful, just there. Thank God for the rain this morning. Everywhere is just cold, cozy. So everybody just being soft, please.
I know, yeah.
It's bringing out all the ad girls. It's bringing out our feminine side. So we just want to be there. So
I like that. But were you drenched though by the rain?
Not really. I had a good Samaritan who picked me up. I was like, hey, where are you going to? And I'm like, I'm going to so and so. Like, okay, hop in, let me drop you.
I mean, who would not see you and become a Samaritan? Who? Anyways, we'd like to start off today's show by first letting you know that we'll actually be showing you some trending videos. But before then, I would like you to actually know that you could be a part of today's show via our YouTube platform, PlusTvAfrica Lifestyle. You can drop a comment and also tell us what you feel about our videos which you'll be watching and also the conversations we'll be having. And so, starting off the show right now is trending video number 1.
Okay. I love na go dance, you know. 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 Na put on bot na bottom, but na say put on bot na bottom, but na say put on bot na bottom, but na say put on bot na bottom. Wale kusale, ate kusalae, ate kumelo, wale kusale.
Oh my goodness. Now, we had to play this particular video because, I mean, yesterday was Children's Day, and I don't know if you were in that feeling, but for me, I had to do a reminisce on, some of the things I actually did while I was a kid. And shout out to all the children out there, So, Oma, I don't know, watching this video, which of these things did you do? Because for me, I remember doing the one where I put fan in front of my face, and I'm trying to see how well I sound, and hearing that, I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Well, for me, I did the kite thing, putting the paper and all of that, running around it. This person didn't even do it very well. We added rope to it for it to fly in the sky. Then we run from the end of our street to the beginning of the street to see it flying. Yeah. So, I did that. I also did the one for singing and, then to make you sound like you can sing. Yeah. But in actual sense, please don't go to the studio.
Actually, it's even different. When you remove the fan, you are sounding very awful.
Yes.
But when you now put the fan, it's as if it's
like the sound is boosting it. Like it's giving those auto, I love this called auto tune. Soprano. So it's like giving you backup. You can hear yourself as you're singing. It's giving you microphone vibes. Yeah. But yesterday, work, I didn't really have time to do much about reminiscing, but one thing I know I make sure I did was taking my Caprison. I make sure I did that. Very, 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 very important with our Fafa life. We know how we do these things.
Okay.
So, for me, the going back memories and everything, it's beautiful. Like the video said, thank God for growth. But these are the things that made our childhood fun. Yeah. These are the things that make us remember that we're once like this. These are the things that make being a child, then children in collective, beautiful. That's why some of us right now will be like, please, I'm tired of this adulthood. Can I go back? Because then we are sure of certain things. We didn't need to. The time we need to think, like, what are we going to eat? What will I have? We also need to play games. Yeah. So we are using it to come up with creative things. Turning water. Okay, how do I do this?
Even the one where you pour water just so that you're taking your drink.
Yes, small. Then we do, okay, let's do mommy and daddy. I came back home late. Then you had the mommy and daddy that. But right now, we don't have time for that. This adulthood is calm. They didn't tell us this part.
We need to go back to those.
We need to go back. Thank you.
Well, anyways, let's look at what we have for trending video number 2.
I'm scared for my life. I'm
another episode of, you know, some of the things we find out there. Very strange. The way people just play with their life, you know, just trying to be, I mean, to them is being creative, but it's them putting themselves at risk as well as those, you know, in their vehicle, and it's quite crazy. But I don't know how to say or explain this particular video. What is the switch? Because I don't even know what the switch is for. Is it that it's more like the gear, or
it's controlling. It's when you moved the gear to keep it more focused, they have to put on the switch. Then when you took the gear back, you have to press the other one. Now here's the thing, like I used to say, if you live in Lagos and you do not have sense, you can't have sense again. If you live in Lagos and you've not seen certain things, when you go outside there, you cannot be shocked.
You can't say, I stayed in Lagos.
Nah, you can't say it. But see the ones that stayed in Lagos, people like us now. If we go out there and we see certain things and they'll be shouting, this one is minor now. Come to Lagos, come to Lagos. So with this, all I can say is Nigerians are creative. Lagos is blessed. Like they used to say, Lagos is the land of opportunities where you meet people with different talent. Because whoever that did this is actually talented. But for me, you're using this talent in the wrong way, because this is actually putting people's life at risk. So
looking at this video now, Omar, who should we sue? Should we sue the driver who went ahead to do this, or the person? Because I know there are people who specialize in having to, you know, refurbish your car and anything you want to do at all. Now, who should we actually hold responsible for what just happened in that video?
For me, both the driver and the person. Because if for the driver, why I'm going to say we should hold the driver is because before this person had access to your car or bus to do this kind of thing, you gave that person permission. It's a consensual thing. You gave consent for that, right? Then for the person who did it, my own question to you is, why in the first place did you come up with this kind of idea, and you did not sit here to use it? You did not sit here to say, okay, I want to put this thing. It's in a bus.
Where you have people.
Where you have people. People's children, people's parents, people's guardians, people's destiny helpers. Emphasis on destiny helpers. That if anything should happen to them, a lot of things is going to happen. So please, I'm going to hold the driver and I'm going to hold that person responsible.
Now, another thing we need to talk about is, looking at this video just shortly, right? There's this common thing that we find with, I won't say Lagos drivers, but it's a common thing here in Nigeria where, yes, improvising, but I don't know if it's them trying to manage. There's this mentality of management. Not like some of them don't have the money to fix that thing, but they just want to manage it and see like the shortcuts to how they could just, you know, not spend that money. You know, rather than spend the money, they just want to, like, you know, manage that situation. I understand it's a good thing, but I mean, looking at this video is something that's very, very appalling though.
To be honest, most people grow up with poverty mentality. And if you grow up in certain homes and you live, you are the one that will teach yourself that. The fact that I grew up in this kind of home, I don't want to live like that. For someone like me, yes, I know where I'm coming from, but to be honest, it means me paying for certain things for my comfort. That thing you see as luxury, I will pay. You know why? The fact that I was born from something does not mean I should continue like that. I want to create my own legacy. My parents have created theirs, I want mine now. So for me, these bus conductors, it's not all of them. Some of them will be like, we've seen people that are willing to lose their windscreen just because they cannot sacrifice 200 naira just for those boys to leave them alone. So it's this kind of people that will go this extra mile to do things like this. And now coupled with the fact that if you want to check the other part, the amount they pay, you see some of these boys collecting 500 to 200. So by the time they calculate it, let's just say they are making 10,000 naira from the people they carried, and they've paid the bus people about the boys about 4-5 for 5,000 naira out of that 10,000 naira, and they are keeping 5. Now out of that 5 they will eat. Out of that 5 they will buy fuel. Out of that 5 they are going to take money home for feeding. Out of that 5, they're going to do maintenance on the car. And obviously, certain things they're like, okay, if I can get it cheaper, I don't mind. So far I can save money, because I still need to have savings in case anything comes up. I'm still going to pay rent, right? I'm still going to buy food. So when they consider all of these things, that's when they'll be like, I can't. But to be honest, it's better you know that you are safe and alive to be able to spend that money you are saving, and those people you are working hard for them to enjoy you is another thing.
Or even for yourself.
Or even for yourself. Than you trying to like minimize, do like it's good to improvise.
I almost call them minimalist ones.
It's good to minimize, it's good to improvise, but please do it with brain, do it with sense.
Actually. Okay, well said, Omar. Let's move over to our third trending video. Another video that, you know, surrounds something that happens to us, right? For me, I've actually experienced something like this. There are times when I'm like, oh, I want to just rest at home, and the next thing you are hearing, somebody is opening the door. Now, I'm sure it's somebody who already feels comfortable, we already like know in the house or something, and the person is just coming into the house. Now, I understand that somebody should also knock before you come into someone's house, but there are times when you probably did not even expect people to visit you, and they just visit you all of a sudden. Now, that particular video, you saw the way the guy ran away, because I'm sure he's somebody who doesn't really like to see, I won't say crowd, but just coming unexpectedly like that is enough to, you know, make somebody quite surprised and shocked. I don't know if you've experienced something like this, because for me, I believe before you come to my house, just let me know, at least let me even have an idea that you're coming, rather than you just bumping into me just like that.
For me, I think I will give this to my mom and my dad. They really did a lot for us growing up.
Okay.
If you come to our house uninvited, you're not going to enter inside.
Why?
Yes. My mom will shout, bring chair from me, bring chair. That bring chair from me, you already understand that she wasn't expecting that person.
Wow.
You're going to sit outside, we have veranda, you will sit there, when you are tired, if it's 2 hours, you spend that 2 hours there, even the mosquito is biting you. My mom said they should bring this coil. They put it for you. By the time nobody will tell you to go. Because from entering the house now, you want to sleep over, right?
Yeah.
Then again, growing up as a child, I've experienced it 1 or 2 times while staying with people. Then when I got my own place, what did I do? I made sure I got my place in an estate whereby before you come to visit me, you have to call me so I can call the estate gates to allow you in or give you code. But I'm not a fan of code, because if I give you my code, you will save it. So I will have to call. Oma, I'm coming to your place. Okay. I'm not, even if I'm around, I'm not around. Something happened. I traveled to Abuja this morning. Don't go. Well, you must come. I have to call the estate. You don't go to people's house uninvited.
Yeah.
What if they don't have the resources to keep you entertained? You'll not be like, I went there, they gave me only water. Sorry, did you tell me you are coming? Because if you
have a fact.
Yes, if you're coming, I need to make sure you're comfortable. You're coming to see me, right? I need to stock up the fish. You need to an extent. It's not like stock up. Hunger will finish you. I need to stock up the fish to an extent to make sure that you're okay. I need to cook. Even if I will not cook, I need to order, because this life don't suffer. You know that you're a woman does not mean you have to cook for everything. That's why there's restaurant.
You are sounding way too big, and I think we should go back to that Vanna voice song, but it's fine. You are really way too big, but it's fine.
I don't know what you're talking about, President, please.
But it's fine, actually. Go ahead.
Now, you're coming to my place, right? For someone who has been coming to my place, I need to know one of the things you like. It's just like, I have a friend that likes a certain drink, and this drink costs about 4 something per 1 bottle, and the bottle is never up to this. So if she's coming, I need to buy like 4 or 5.
Is it necessary? I mean,
no, like you're coming to spend the weekend now, like 4 or 5 or 3 at least, so that per meal, even though you will not eat it all day, at least per 1 day you should have something to do and make you know that, okay, I left my house and this place is a bit different. It shouldn't be like you're coming from your house to my house and it feels like you still the same thing. I want you to have a bit of a different feeling. And you're just coming to my house uninvited. I'm sorry you sleep at that gate.
Alright, Oma is a very straightforward person.
I'm so sorry.
Don't get carried away with how she sounds, but she's still big though. Let's talk about the.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Let's see the last trending video for today. I know a lot of salary earners or workers will be so excited to see this particular video, because I know a lot of them right now are planning on how they've started doing the budgeting on how they'll spend money maybe over the weekend, because today is just the 28th of May, and excitedly I know some people must have even collected their salary, but this is like the major week where people get to see their salary. And I mean, maybe I should just ask you, Omar, where you probably take us to, over the weekend, because I have to spend your money, just a little of your money. I want to spend out of your money. So
this is just to say that the team president is looking for a receipt, because he knows my mouth, like I'm very straightforward. That if I tell him the thing now, he's still the one that will tell you people that I said.
But Omar, I know you to be somebody who is very industrious, and it means money comes,
Industrious.
I just want to benefit.
I'm not industrious. Okay. No.
So
I'm not industrious.
What then?
I'm not industrious. I'm just a baby girl.
Well, I want to be a baby boy too.
Please, if I'm a baby girl, it means it's people like you that are sponsoring. Please, can you give me your card?
Okay. Maybe should we just end the show because of that then?
End the show? No problem. You can know who you are reporting to.
All right.
But for me, the salary earners thing, man. By now you are doing one or two. 95 is not easy.
Actually, that's another
not easy. It's a different conversation, but 9 to 5 is not easy, because that monthly salary, a lot of people already know you do 9 to 5. You have billings awaiting you. You'll be like, okay, any billing that comes, you'll be like, wait till month end. Because to be honest, in the beginning of second week of the month, we find it like salary earners, we kind of feel that wait till end of the month. We use that word as a shield against certain billings. But when you know that you've actually taken a lot, is when that end of the month comes and you start hearing it's end of the month.
And I don't know if it happens to you, Omar, just before we start, our conversation. I mean, it's most times always intense in the second and third week. Like, people end up being maybe broke. They maybe don't have I mean, it's not for everyone, but I'm like, this is something that's
true.
Second week, third week of that month is always quite intense.
Yes, it's intense for those that do not manage their finance. Like I will always say, yes. Let me say you're earning like 100 in a month, and you want to sort out family this thing. Please use 40 or 30 to sort it. Who you did not wish to go and manage themselves?
Find themselves, right?
Sort yourself. That's why we are all working. We are all working for it. I cannot inconvenience myself because of you. No, because if I should go back to the scratch from the beginning, you're not going with me. At that point, that's when you realize that all the flaws you have not been seeing since, all of a sudden you are seeing it now. So please, if you are earning a certain amount of money, make sure you put yourself first. Choose yourself over and over again. Because by the time you give out those money, that money, that's when you'll be like, you don't have the money again. Once you collect your pay, use a certain amount, go to the market, stock up your house first. Secondly, food. Secondly, have a different account where you know that it's for your transport throughout that month. Put it there. Then your savings. See, there's nobody that used to accept people in their house again. You will clean, you will wash clothes. Put savings for your house rent, some of all these emergencies. You go out, you're a baby boy, you're a baby girl, take care of yourself. Then the last one, family. Please. It is 15K, put it aside. Please, this is what I have. You are not the only child now. This is what I have. Call the other person to bring. The people will be fine.
But going by the salary you even mentioned, the money has finished already.
The money has finished. So what are you telling me? The economy is out already.
So guys, I mean, you've heard it from Omar. You could probably make her your account officer. Who knows? She's here to actually help you financially, advise you financially. But right now, let's go over to some of the trending topics that we have that happened as at yesterday and today, in the entertainment industry. First off, we have a particular story which is quite sensitive, one that concerns Speed Darlington. The popular entertainer Speed Darlington, who is currently under investigation following a controversial Instagram video where he appeared to confess in Ekubo to defiling a 15-year-old girl. He actually claimed the girl was left, in all of that scenario. I'll leave that aside. But the video actually sparked widespread outrage on social media, prompting demands for his arrest. Now, just today, he actually apologized, but for me, I felt like that video was quite, I don't know if I would say infuriating, because it's even made it worse, where he, in trying to apologize for that statement he made about, defiling a 15-year-old girl, he said it was a joke, but that his reason being that, I'm trying to remember how he put it. He said, as an artist that he is, he thrives on controversy, and he just wanted to, create a controversy. And I'm like, really? Are you really like serious right now? But Omar, I know you've seen that particular video, or maybe you've heard about this story. For me, it pains me what's the extreme, how extreme people can go, whether as an artist or a celebrity, whatever you are, just because you are looking for clout, or you're chasing clout, or trying to be recognized or noticed. It's so sad, actually. And for somebody like him, who is already controversial, we know already, but coming to say something that sensitive, I don't know if he should, go scot-free just like that on this.
So for me, Acme, that's what I call him. Acme. All of us, we know ourselves.
Yeah.
Acme is a kind of person that talks anyhow. He blabs too much. What is going on now? When I saw that video, I was like, these are consequences to when you don't know when to shut your mouth up. When you feel like you can say anything and go scot-free. Acme believes he's a king. So he's allowed to say whatever he wants to say. This is not the first time, this is not the second time, this is not the third time. He says things. Even when Diddy's issue came up, Burna Boy and all. So he talks a lot. The truth is, his fans comes out to defend him. The next minute he goes out to put them on the line again. So when he's watching that video, it should be investigated. From my own point of view, it should be investigated.
It didn't even sound.
Yes.
It could be a joke, but for you to just say that, I don't want to believe it just came out of the rules like that.
For me, it's not a joke. From on my own path, it's not a joke. He only said it's a joke because he has seen how serious it's going. And to think he has been going back and forth with prison and jail and all of that thing right now. So I believe he doesn't want to go back there. That's why I'm saying it's a joke. For me, it's not a joke. They should investigate this, and if it's actually true, it should be arrested. Then that's the word. He should be arrested, because the way he said it in that video, he was eating and he was talking. And Acme is this kind of person that when he wants to say things, he says it like, when it's actually true, that's how he says it. But when Acme lies, he doesn't used to go. I watched that video about 5 to 6 times. That thing sounds so real. And he was even saying something about he cannot work for people because of certain things. It is not true. It will not bring up issues. When you are saying reality things, it tends to bring certain conjoined subjects here and there. So for me, that's too much. And this should also teach people that believe what you see on social media at your own risk, number one, if this is actually a joke. 2, there are certain people that come out here, say things, and you guys drag them. It's to tell you that they know what they are doing. It's to tell you that I know you will talk. I know you will.
Nigerians are already like that, and I think that's why most of our celebrities are also capitalizing on that. They know that we are a social media conscious people. We are always online, and we would always react to every single thing.
Exactly, and they like to poke us. So it's now left for the ones that already know how this social media goes. And to make matter worse, the social media space now pays for likes and all. So as it's paying for likes and all, what do you expect? Some people purpose, like they do it intentionally or deliberately to leak certain things for you guys to drag them. Because the more you are dragging them, the more you are pulling crowds to their page, right? And Meta is seeing that, okay, this page is bubbling. What can we do? Okay, how can we make use of this? Because everybody wants to use your own shine to shine their own shine. This person wants to use this one shine to shine their own shine. So that's why you see, when they see that, okay, this person is coming out in the limelight, all celebrities is dragging out to bring this person to their page. They are making use of it. And just like he said wanted to use it to promote his music. The music he was promoting is, by the grace of God, have mercy. Let me not use the word I want to use. But by the grace of God, have mercy. But guess what? He made money from that music because of all these things he comes out. He was always on live that period, back to back. He stopped going on live repeatedly this period because of the Burna Boy issue that is going on. So for me, please, Acme should be investigated.
Anyway, from what we hear, the issue has actually been reported to some agencies without mentioning names, basically.
They said they are trying to track where this incident, because they didn't mention it on the live, so they are trying to track.
Maybe they should start from where he was first, because I don't know if that was his house, but I'm sure the agencies in charge will know what to do. Even VDM talked about the whole issue today, and I know that is now going to be a very huge issue, but we'll see how that plays out. Let's just talk right now about a celebrity who by name Ekubo. Now, there have been a lot of questions surrounding his absence on social media. A lot of persons felt, oh, is there something wrong with him? Or, you know, do we have to call ambulance or call a rescue team for him and all of that? But yesterday, his colleague by name Omar Nadi, I thought it was your Omar though, but not your Omar. She actually stepped forward to reassure Nigerians via an Instagram post that the public should stop looking for Ekubo. She also affirmed that he is healthy, well, and fine. She emphasized that not everyone needs to maintain a constant social media presence, advising people to allow Ekubo enjoy his space. Now, even me, I had to quickly go to his Instagram page, that's Ekubo. And I noticed the last time he made a post was in December, you know. And I remember also there was a time last year when he went to visit Petedoshe. I don't know if you saw that video, but it trended a lot, you know. It was all over TV,
even with his siblings, mom and all. So my take on this, why are Nigerians being hypocrites? Like, why are they being...
They're not being concerned,
they're not showing any concern. They are hypocrites at this point. They drag this guy. I'm in support of him going off social media for a while. Because that period he was even Petedoshe, his siblings and everything, he was struggling to remain on that social media space. It was so visible then. Do you understand? Because when this whole thing about him, social media and all happened was when he had issues with his ex, where his ex-fiancé, where they Fancy.
Wow.
Her name was Fancy. They didn't know, it didn't work. He proposed, but they called off the engagement, I think twice or so before they called it off. They apologized to each other. They had to call it, I think, about twice or thrice. But my own issue now is they dragged him. Any single post Alex made then, you see these people in his comment section telling him, come out to tell us if you are a GAY. Come out to tell us if you are this and all of that. Yes, he was all over the news as of last year. He was always... This guy will make a harmless post about his family. You guys are under his post, dragging him for something else. Now, the social media space is toxic. Depression is real. Mental health struggle is real. So when people leave this space, you guys are the one dragging him. All of a sudden, you are showing concern. Concern for what exactly? Allow him breathe. Like standing on top and every other person said, he's okay. Omar is a very reliable source. So she already said he's okay. Fine, when he wants to come up on that screen again, he would. I'm sure he's working behind scene, but he doesn't just want to be on that space and everything. And it's true. Even his close friends are not like, they're not as active as they used to be. So for me, Nigerians, rest.
It's a total rest. Well, Omar has told you guys to rest, allow him be. He's also a human and he could make any decision he would like to make for himself that works for him actually. So we'd like to go on a music break right now, and when we come back, there's also something Omar said earlier that concerns, you know, marriage, divorce and all of that. It's something very paramount that we've noticed, especially in the industry, the entertainment industry here in Nigeria and even outside. We'll be talking about that after this music break. Blowing how they come together, spend a lot of money on wedding and all of that, and it ends. But ladies and gentlemen, I know you caught us unawares, but yes, we're having a very serious conversation behind the scene, and you're welcome back from that music break. Now, you might be wondering what were we talking about before we came from that break, right? It's something quite controversial, something quite important as well. This concerns a Hollywood actor by name Deborra-Lee Furness, and actually her husband, who is known as Hugh Jackman, who we also know as the popular actor who acted X-Men, if you remember that Wolverine movie and all of that. So yeah, after announcing their separation nearly 2 years ago, Deborra-Lee Furness, who is the ex-wife of Hollywood star Hugh Jackman, they've actually officially filed for their divorce in New York. The filing, submitted on the 23rd of May, marks the formal end of their 27-year marriage. Now you can imagine 27 years. Imagine those who even stay for 1 year, 2 years. 27 is... Anyways, I'll go on. Now, with this particular report indicating that is an uncontested financial settlement has been reached actually between the two of them, meaning they've actually agreed to separate and to go their separate ways actually. Now, despite early reports of complexities due to the absence of a prenuptial agreement regarding their estimated $250,000 fortune, both parties are said to be financially secure and amicable, with only a judge's signature now needed to finalize the divorce. Now, you might be wondering, why am I bringing this up? I am concerned for the fact that we've seen how, people get married for 27 years, just like this one, 30 years. For instance, Bill Gates had a long, period with his wife, but unfortunately they had to separate. Now, I've been wondering what is actually like one of the things that results or causes this whole thing of divorce. It's something quite rampant now, not just here in Nigeria, even, outside the country. You see people separate just without any form of, I don't want to use the word conscience or thinking about it. I'm sure they must have thought about it and all of that, but why end that kind of long relationship and, union between you and your spouse? I don't know if this is... Because I'm thinking, is it the money? Is it because people do not take marriage so serious anymore? Or is it because there's this financial interest attached to it? Or is it just that it's a compatibility problem? I'm just trying to wrap my head around, the whole thing.
Like I will always say, when it comes to marriage, some people are not destined to be married. They can go in, stay as long as they can. When the time is right, they'll walk away. Some people are not destined to be married. But here's the thing. No, they can spend. Do you understand? Like I always say, love is never enough. Do you understand? Love is never enough. Now, you're in a marriage with somebody. Let's do it like this.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm not married to Percy. Percy and I are married. Let's go like this. Then you are a public figure. You're always out of the house. You come in every 3 months. And I'm always at home, holding down the house. When you come, make out and everything, got pregnant, you leave. In between, you come home during the pregnancy, you're around after the childbirth, you're away. Let us say we continue that for like 15 to 20 years. Then, along the line, I discover that you've been cheating. All this while, I've been at home holding things down. Even when I'm cold, I use my duvet to cover myself. I use my teddy bear to hold myself. I sniff your shirt to keep myself insane and everything to make sure I am actually focused. Then all along, you out there has been sleeping with so many things in skirt. And we've been together for 25 years, 26 years. Now, here's the thing. There are certain women that can tolerate that. That be like, the man goes on, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, it was the devil, even though I know that the devil used to collect a lot of blame that is actually some people's fault. It was the devil, I'm so sorry. Okay, fine. The woman goes with, okay, it's fine, I forgive you, let's make this work. Let's promise ourselves no secret. There's some women that cannot take it. Please, I am no longer in for it. I want, because they've been dealing with, this is not what I signed for when I married you.
So are you saying, because I'm trying to understand, right? Now, if for 27 years you've been married, does it mean that there is a possibility that they've been enduring themselves for that 27 years?
Exactly.
Wow, that's crazy.
So
actually.
some of these women need a break. Now, that's why I encourage when you are married, it's not a must that, yes, you are married to this man, but for some time, take a break. Go away. Go and calm yourself down. Then come back and continue. It's normal to take a pause, like pause the marriage. Go and refresh and come back and continue the marriage. Because why? Even when you guys were cutting, you guys took breaks, right?
Yeah.
Please, I need time. Okay, it's normal. Do you understand? But now, here's the thing about this divorce thing. You're going into an industry. I believe the industry is dark. Do you understand? It's a dark place. You are going in there, you don't know where you are going into myth.
Yeah.
It's just like a dark room. When you are going in there, by the time you settle in, your eyes get used to the darkness. You now be like, okay, this is what I want to do with this space. This is what I want to do. That's how the industry is like. Most people go in there and forget themselves. By the time it dawns on them that they've backslided, it's already too late for some of them. While some of them, God saves them mercy. They experience mercy along the line.
Yeah.
Yes, they've not like mercy said no. Some people, mercy said yes to them. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now, it's just like, let me use the Nollywood industry, for example. Shout out to Ekene Omenwa. This woman went in there. In the Nollywood industry, yes, there are people that believed in Jesus, but they believed that they were making it something personal.
Yeah. They
didn't come out and say, this Jesus thing is for everybody. I want to talk about Jesus. But Ekene Omenwa went there. She told them, even when they told her, this Jesus thing you are bringing, this Mother Mary thing you are bringing, it doesn't work here. She told them, I will make the world see Nollywood and remember Jesus along the line. Right now, go and check Nollywood. Many people are shouting Jesus, Jesus. Even the ones that are chasing clouds with the name Jesus Christ. Do you understand?
All right. So Omar, let's just do a little, talk around this. Now, this same issue that we are talking about now, I was having this conversation with somebody, and he gave me a different perspective about it, and this was what he said. He said, because I was asking him, okay, is it the financial aspect, or is it because somebody who is famous goes to marry another famous person, and because of time and how their schedules could be, they don't end up having time for each other and all of that. I'm just saying maybe this is a factor. Now, he gave me a reference to Beyonce and Jay-Z. Now, those are like their force, Beyonce is a big person, Jay-Z is also a force in the industry. Now, he said if two of them disconnect now, like say they want to separate, they already know that it's going to spoil each of them's brand, right? And in my head, I'm not like, okay, so is it that their marriage thing can now be said to be a business, so to say? Because if you are tying it to that, then we're not seeing it as business. I mean, as marriage is now that these two people are, business oriented or whatever, and if they do separate, it will affect the business.
My question is, where did they meet?
Okay.
How did they meet? When this person met this person, what was this person doing? What was this person doing?
Because what I'm saying this is, we've seen celebrity get married to another celebrity, and at the end of the day, it just happens that it doesn't work out. So I don't know if that is some of the factors.
The celebrity thing you're talking about, are you talking about the recent celebrities or the way back celebrities? Just like the one we're talking about these 27 years.
I mean,
that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
I'm talking about this one we're talking about. 27 years of marriage. How were they when they met? Are you getting it? How were they when they met?
It's more like a root thing.
It's not about root. It's more like they had feelings for each other.
Okay.
Before any of this business or no business came in, there is a feeling, like there is this feeling of, I like this person and I like this person. How do you work this out? Then along the line, they're like, do you know this will even favor us if we settle down everything? That is like, it comes after. Do you understand? It comes after. But along the line, why this thing looks like business along the line during the divorce is because, okay, we are going our path. What am I walking away from? I gave you 27 years of my life. I'm not going to walk away empty-handed.
And another thing is, now that we've seen this whole concept of prenuptial agreement and all of that, where a lady already knows that if she separates from her supposed husband, there's something waiting for her, right? And I don't know if that is also something that would instigate, them to say, oh, I mean, I have this, I'm expecting this. So
are you aware that works if the man is at fault? If every fault comes from the lady's side, it won't work like that.
You have a point, actually.
It doesn't work like that. That's why if a man is smart, you make sure you're working in alignment with whatever you know that is going on.
Yeah.
The world is evolving. Evolve with it. Keep moving with it. As it's moving, be moving with it.
Yeah.
As a man, you're living a decent life, right? If you're not doing anything, then a man, trust me, no woman in her right sense will just walk up and say she's done. Even if she's done and she truly cares and she knows you're a good man, she will not want to walk away with certain things. She'll be like, no, I made this decision. It has been good to me. I'm the one that said I'm tired. let's do it like this.
Or they just resolve,
Or they resolve outside the court. Do you understand? Okay, I'm walking away with this. This is why I'm living with you. Let's not do this court way because you're a good person. But when it gets dramatic, is when the man knows that he's at fault. And the woman knows that you're at fault. And I know you don't want me to go.
Okay.
But let's do it like this and like this.
Okay.
So for me, and most of this agreement is often is actually active or valid mostly because of the children involved. Do you understand? They get to get a big cut because of the children involved.
Right,
if the children are not involved, trust me, it won't be like that.
All right, thank you so much, Omar. We have to go because of time, but I hope you actually enjoyed all of the conversation and content we actually, dished out here on Tea Time. Do not forget that you could still, be a part of today's show by sending us a comment as regards any of the topic we talked about, and let's hear what you have to say. We've spoken ours. We want to now hear what you have to say, and you can do that via our YouTube platform, PlusTvAfrica Lifestyle. My name remains Prezi, and shout out to my co-host Omar. She is someone who talks a lot. I know today is a cold day, and we actually wish you an amazing Wednesday, and make sure you have a cup of tea to keep yourself warm. Have a nice Wednesday, and do stay safe.